their irresponsible, irresponsible ways, they will automatically turn it into Igbo Yoruba, Igbo Yoruba. Have you not noticed that? It's all deliberate. Read this screen on your screen. Their propaganda war is on, and the attack lines are clear. If I am lying, you can tell me it is not true. Because Peter Obi contested election, Abi, with Thiefnubu. INEC said Peter Obi lost, Abi. So Thiefnubu won. Now Thiefnubu is your Batidiots, okay? So which means he is now responsible for whatever is going on in that contraption. His action or inaction, right, will determine whether you are going to have a good economy or you are going to have a safe country. So if anything, if things are falling, falling apart, the person responsible, the only person, the whole box should stop on his table should be Thiefnubu. But they are not ready to actually take any responsibility. Rather, the first one is Peter Obi must be promoted as an ethnic candidate with an ethnic agenda and stop from being established as a national phenomenon. So, it was like Peter Obi is a problem. The reason why Thiefnubu is failing is because of Peter Obi. Because you, the obedient, you will never acknowledge any achievement of Thiefnubu because of Peter Obi. Even when the achievement of Thiefnubu is that of, escalating the insecurity in that contraption, legitimizing corruption and directionlessness, they still have to find a way around to put it on Peter Obi because he's an Igbo man. It's as simple as that. It is not because Peter Obi is a threat to them, because some people are saying that Peter Obi is a threat to them. They know that Peter... Shut up, man. It's not because of that. Because as the whole system is kind of structured, Peter Obi can never be your president in that contraption that way. He can't. You know why? You know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to stop you from dreaming. I'm not going to stop you from kind of putting your imagination to work. It's fine. There's always going to be a time whereby everybody will come. Reality will hit you. And you'll be like, But they have decided to make him a center of their blame. And it is deliberate. If there is insecurity anywhere, they will say, what did Peter Obi do in Anambra? Say, they said that, the insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria, the insecurity in the eastern part of Nigeria, insecurity in the western part of Nigeria is claiming their own victims, claiming its victims every day. Let him concern Peter Obi with that one. What is Obi's business with that? What did you do in Anambra? Well, we say Peter Obi, Akusu Sas. We be. I said, what? Short ship with what is deliberate. That's what I found out. When you see somebody who cannot say anything without mentioning Obi, when you are trying to kind of probe into the actions and inactions of Thiefnubu, when you see them that they cannot say one or two things without mentioning Obi, you will know that it's actually deliberate. Somebody that came out and said, Emi Lokan, Yoruba Lokan, Toba de so Yoruba, Emi Lokan. Who said that boldly, right? Then turned around to call a Peter Obi ethnic, tribal candidate. The same group of lunatics that came together with your Mumu ticket, Muslim tickets. And they turn around and say, it's a Peter, even this Peter Obi failed by promoting religious politics. He's the one that is spreading religion. It's all deliberate. Deliberate. It's not coincidence. So you will just sit there and be like, Then you'll be mad, angry. You start typing. You this idiot. You this idiot. Peter Obi said, don't vote for me if I am not don't vote for me because I'm Igbo. Don't vote for me because I'm this. Vote for competence and all of that. You'll be wasting your time because you have no idea that it's actually coordinated to make it that way. And then you see other lunatics that will jump in and say, Peter Obi will never be president. I say, the one that is your president right now, that has turned your life upside down. Are you not worried? Are you not concerned? See another one. So they will attack his credibility, constantly challenged, and he must be publicized as an habitual liar. This bad jewel. This Peter Obi is a bad jewel. This Peter Obi is a liar. But they are with they are with the propagandists, lying, unscrupulous, unfortunate, Ronukus. I think unfortunate, not Olori Buruku. Okay, that's Yoruba for unfortunate. People that promised them better life, but they have turned their lives upside down. Right? Don't get angry. You shouldn't be angry at, don't. Now, Peter Obi be the liar. He is the liar. We must continue to say that. Oh, he is a liar. He is a liar. Hey, Chibi, you are now in charge of the country. Why don't you just do the right thing? Fix these problems. Or let's see you fixing the problem. But it's all deliberate. It is. Oh, here is another one. He said, the story of Obi's achievement as governor of Anambra must be retold to establish that it was a failure in government. This is APC agenda as well. There's no amount of thing you will say. A man that was given an award severally, right? What they call the Millennium Development Goals. Remember that time? Sustainable Development Goal, blah, 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 blah. Education, healthcare. We must rubbish it. Okay? So if you ask Thiefnubu about healthcare, education, infrastructure, they will say, what will be doing in Anambra? Somebody will go on TV, right? And tell you that Thiefnubu, education has improved, student loan, healthcare has improved, our hospitals are fine. But there's something I want to say. What is that, sir? Look at this Obi. When Obi was governor in Anambra, what is his achievement? Say, we are talking about Thiefnubu and we are talking about Nigeria now. You are in charge. What is concern Obi in all of this? This is how the Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, this is how they have been operating, and it is deliberate. Yoruba land can continue to bleed. It's none of their business. Igbo land can continue to bleed. It no concern them. They will even make you feel like Thiefnubu being your Batidiots is not responsible for the security of eastern part of Nigeria or the security of Nigeria generally. He will ask you, what Obi they do? Why Obi no talk about the unknown gunmen? Why Obi no talk about sit at home? Why Obi no this and that? Say, you have a government. Don't you have a government in that contraption led by the druggie, the drug baron Thiefnubu, who has all the authority, I believe, who have all the authority, who have all of, the state parastatals, apparatus, rather, the state apparatus for him to deploy and keep everybody safe. But don't talk about Thiefnubu. Let's ask Obi, what is he doing about the security in eastern Nigeria? It's all deliberate. But here is my own words for you. Whichever side you belong to, right? Every time you hear them say, may Nigeria not happen to you, even though it will still happen to you anyway, right? The first thing you should do is to try to say amen. It may not be for you. It may just be for people you love. Because I don't believe in people who have done nothing wrong to be sharer in the consequences of those who have done a lot of wrong. Nigeria is thinking, bleeding. Nigeria has never really been united. Don't get me wrong, oh. There has never been any real unity in that contraption, ever. But you will agree with me that Nigeria has never been this divided as well, ever. So in this division is what APC, Egbekegbe, it is what they are thriving on. It is. And it's so unfortunate. It is so sad that those who are saddled, who are actually saddled with the responsibility of not only creating a viable economy that works for everyone. We are not asking them to actually create a society that, what do you mean, that has no poor people. There is nowhere in the world where you do not have poor people. But you have a system that constantly, regularly destroying the dreams of those who have break even to get to wherever they are, only for those things to be taken away from them by a system so rigged, and your life snatched from you just like that. So that's the system they have created. So before you become a victim of it, those of you who are who have drank the Kool-Aid for so long, drank their propaganda for so long, you have repeated their lies, you have helped them to repeat all their propagandas. What you are not really aware of is that you are just helping to lay the bed where your life will be snatched from you too. That is what Nigeria is. We are in a, we are in a place where some of us will be direct victims. Many of us will be indirect victims. Indirect victims are those who are not directly affected, but they are also affected. You can't hold them responsible for anything. You can't ask them to take responsibility for anything. They will turn it into a tribal this, tribal that. So if somebody asks me that, okay, what is now the way forward? I have told you this many times. You don't have any way forward. The entire system will collapse. What I am not really so convinced of yet is that when the system collapses, some of you, out of confusion, you might want to try to save it. And then in the process, reality will hit you. And that reality will be that we have to break up this contraption now. We have to break it up and save lives. Because anything after that is called civil war. Nigeria fought one, genocidal war, and pretended to have survived when it never really survived. You see the second one, It won't just be Biafra that will go. It will have more than 10 countries broken apart from this, from the ashes of this contraption that they have forced on us. That's what will happen. And some of us really, really don't want that to happen that way. That's what we're asking, that now that we are seeing all the symptoms of a failed state, failed country, a country that is killing our own people, where those who are supposed to keep us safe are more distracted with something else. We are saying that those of you who are still pretty much like a sane, who still have your insanity intact, who still have your sanity intact, right? We are imploring you to join the campaign for the peaceful breakup of this contraption. Let me tell you something. If we do not have if the current leadership from all sides have become so engrossed, so selfish in whatever it is that they are currently taking from this contraption for themselves, they are so distracted, which is what will consume them. At the end of the day, there will be another set of leaders. Young, visionary, focused, determined, and fearless. They will emerge. And when they emerge, you see this idea of everybody go your separate ways, they will execute it. And don't forget this. So those who kept this contraption together by force, their generation are already dying. The rest, because those are the generation that felt like they are patriotic, even though they are not. There are those that felt like keeping Nigeria together is like their child, like saving your child. Nigeria is our child. We have to save Nigeria. We cannot let this break. I am telling you that we have a generation. We actually have generations right now. We don't give a damn about this contraption per se. From them will rise the true leaders of their people. that will sit down and break up this contraption. They are dying. They are fading away. Those who killed over 5 million people, starved them to death for the sake of this contraption, they are dying. They are fading away. So Nigeria is living on a borrowed time. As much as this madness continues, young, visionary, vibrant, determined, fearless leaders will emerge in the coming years. And if it has to lead to another civil war, like they say, Nigeria won't survive it. Take my word for that. You are living in a fake contraption that doesn't really exist. We've been lied to. And that is why our life is almost valueless in the hands of those who sworn by their fake constitution to protect us and protect our lives. The sanctity of life. The sanctity of life in Nigeria is now meaningless. You have uniformed terrorists. You have non-uniformed terrorists. All of them operating in a contraption that is so lawless. So it's a matter of time. Everybody is living on a borrowed time. If I live long enough, maybe I will witness it. If I don't live long enough, right, it is inevitable. It is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And that time is so close. Nigeria, if things continue the way it is right now, which I think it will, because they are so blind and so brain dead as well. Like they are so selfish that whatever it is that they are interested in garnering for themselves, right, has blinded them so much that they can't see the broken system that they are milking. It will break. When I talk about visionary, focused leaders, people used to say to me that we have some interested parties. America will never allow Nigeria to break. Britain will never. Shut up, please. The reason why you think America, name them, America, Britain will not allow Nigeria to break is because we are yet to have organized, focused, young, brilliant leaders whose agenda is to break up this contraption, emerge from every part of this contraption. If I have emerged from the southern part of Nigeria, Nigeria will break up. And guess what? These focused leaders will offer the same America a deal. It's all about a deal, isn't it? America needs your mineral resources, Abby. Britain too. And what are their interests in Nigeria? Your resources. When you have brilliant, focused, responsible young men and women who take the mantle of leadership of their own people, they will make a deal that America will not resist, a deal that the Britain will not resist, and all these guys you are talking about, and Nigeria will be buried in history. It's a matter of time. And that is why we must continue to say to us here on Mayegun's Diary Political, you want something to change, then you have to be the change. Gone are the days when we are waiting for the selfish, self-centered people to make a difference, change the trajectory of our own, of our own destiny. They won't do it. They are benefiting from this contraption and they will want it to remain so. So we must be the change we are looking for. We must be the leaders that we are looking for in others. And we must stop being used by those who just want to take advantage of your emotion, take advantage of every other thing that is running through your head and whatever it is that you detest about this contraption. Take advantage of that for them to actually have a place, a seat at the table where your common patrimony is being shared by criminals, the crooks. So you must actually begin to look into the leadership capacity in yourselves.